How's it going, everyone? Hope you're well. Mr. Boulder here, and I'm back today with the video that I only had the idea for a few days back, actually, midweek, when I was listening to an album at work. I was listening to an album and I thought to myself, this is a really good modern day thrash metal album. So for this week's video, I've decided to show 10 modern day thrash metal albums that I think are really, really good. So I'm going to share, and for any of you into thrash and not heard some of these albums, you might want to go and check them out. So when I say modern day, some of these albums do date back to about 2007, 2008, but 2007 is obviously a lot more modern day than 1985 is. So I'm going to show 10 albums, thrash albums that have come out since the year 2000 that I think are really good and are definitely worth showing and definitely worth giving some love. So I'm going to get into it after this. Let's start off with the album that inspired this video. And here's Sadus and The Shadow Inside, which came out about November last year. First things first, when I first listened to this, I wasn't the biggest fan of the modern production, but the more I listen to this record, the less I care. It's a really, really good album. It's actually blown me away. The more I've listened to it, the more I love it. I posted this on my socials, and David Cavernous Carnage said I wasn't expecting much from it. Turns out to be a banger, and he's absolutely right. It's a fantastic modern day thrash metal album. Just two guys made this album. Darren Travis, who does the vocals and did all the guitar work and the bass, and John Allen, I think it is, who plays the drums. Yep, John Allen. So just two guys recorded this album. It's an excellent piece of modern day thrash metal. Definitely flirting a little bit with death metal. For me, Sadus is one of those thrash bands. There's always had a touch of death metal in there. It's really savage stuff. Very high octane, high energy, fast, furious thrash. An album that I was definitely looking forward to when it was coming out, but I have to say it exceeded my expectations. Some amazing riffs. The drum work on this is absolutely fantastic. Great savage vocals. First Blood, first tune. It's absolutely brilliant. I love the chorus. The vocals are excellent. It's the Sickness track 3 is excellent. Anarchy track 5 superb. The Devil in Me, Pain, New Beginnings, the title track The Shadow Inside. It's just a ferocious piece of thrash metal that was definitely worth the wait. These guys haven't put out anything for quite a while, and they didn't disappoint. Sometimes when bands go away for a long time, they come back and you think to yourself, you shouldn't have bothered. But this album from Sadus, The Shadow Inside, is an absolute beast. An excellent modern day thrash metal album, and I should definitely check it out if you've not heard it. So that's the first one to show today. Up next is something from this year. And here's the new album by Morbid, and this is Swallowed by Hell. Their first album for quite some time. Again, much like the Sadus album, when I first heard it, I wasn't massively keen on the modern production, but once again, just like the Sadus album, the more I listen to it, the less it bothers me. Amazing drum work on this record. There's some really fast, furious double kick drumming on this record. Again, loads of energy, fast stuff. There's nothing mid-pace here. It's all fast. It's all savage, and it's all brilliant. Really love the vocals. Some amazing guitar solos on this record as well. It's just brilliant. Excellent, brilliant, brilliant thrash metal. Rise from the Ashes is great, the opening track. Swallowed by Hell, the title track's a beast. Burn Pit is a great tune. I love the drums in that especially. Fuck Them All on side B, first track, great stuff. Killer Instinct, the last track, Psychosis, great chorus. Just another really high energy thrash metal album. Doesn't let its foot off the accelerator at all. It's all about the fast stuff. And it's just fantastic. Great vocals. Guitar work's really, really good. Loads of great songs. This album very much exceeded my expectations. Expected to enjoy it. Enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Morbid Saint, Swallowed by Hell from this year, 2024, is an absolute beast. And you should check it out if you haven't heard it. Going back now to, I think this is 2021 this come out. Yep, 2021. And it's Flotsam and Jetsam and Blood in the Water. Great album. Really, really good stuff. Eric AK on the vocals, of course. So obviously the vocals on this record are fantastic. Eric is one of those singers from back in the day who has not lost his voice at all. For me, he's one of the best thrash metal vocalists ever. I love my thrash metal, but there's one thing I can say about it. When it comes to great vocalists, it's not something you think about very much when it comes to thrash metal, but not the case with Flotsam and Jetsam. Eric AK is absolutely amazing. Again, it's another very fast, furious record. There are some more mid-tempo moments on this record, so it's not fast all the way through. And it's packed with great songs, some real hardcore thrashers on this album. Like I say, some more sort of stripped-back tunes. But Blood in the Water, the first track, is great. Absolutely love it. Burn the Sky, track 2, brilliant chorus. Eric's vocals are amazing. Brace for Impact, track 3, again, it's another fast tune. Really, really good. Cry for the Dead, last track on side A, excellent. The Wicked Hour, first track on side B, I love. Grey Dragon, I really like the lyrics in that tune. They're really good. Chorus is great. Some amazing guitar work on that as well. Reaggression, and then the last track, 7 Seconds to the End of the World, is probably actually my favourite song on the album. Such a catchy chorus, such great vocals from Eric AK. Just a fantastic album from Flotsam and Jetsam. I won't lie, I don't have everything that this band has put out, but everything I've got from theirs is really, really good. So, as far as I'm aware, a band that just doesn't let you down. Excellent stuff. Really, really good album from Flotsam and Jetsam. They've just got a new album out called I Am the Weapon, which I haven't got yet. I know I'm getting it for Christmas. I've listened to it a few times on Spotify and it's really good. But Blood in the Water from 2021 is another excellent modern day thrash metal album from Flotsam and Jetsam. Really, really good. Check it out if you've not heard it. Up next, going back to 2011, and here's Havok and Time Is Up. Discovered this band about sort of 6 or 7 years ago, I think it was, with their Conformicide album. Picked this one up, and it's an absolute beast. The production on this record is absolutely amazing. The guitar tone is brilliant. The drums are great. Some amazing double kick drum work on this record, and great vocals, and loads of fantastic songs. This record just sounds fantastic. Prepare for Attack, first tune is brilliant. Some amazing guitar riffs in that. Fatal Intervention, track 2, again, great. No Amnesty, Covering Fire. Pretty much that whole side A is brilliant. Killing Tendencies is a great tune as well. Scumbag in Disguise, I should say. Out of My Way, the title track, Time Is Up. Just another great, fast, high-energy album. Some excellent modern-day thrash from one of the more newer thrash metal bands that are out there. Just great stuff from Havok. I mean, I've got everything these guys have put out, and they have not put out a bad album. This is definitely one of their best. So, Time Is Up from 2011. Havok is an absolutely fantastic thrash metal album. Check it out if you've not heard it. Up next, we're going to go back to 2010. And here's Bonded by Blood and Exiled to Earth. Now, before I go any further, please do not let the fact that this band named their band after one of the most influential thrash metal albums of all time put you off. There's absolutely no need to ignore this band just because they named their band after a very influential album, because this is amazing thrash metal, and if you're ignoring this band, ignoring this album just for that reason alone, you are missing out on some outstanding thrash metal. These guys are from California in the States. This record came out in 2010, like I've already said. And it's just fantastic. An absolutely amazing album. Carlos Regadas. Is it Regadas on the drums? The drums on this are amazing. Might be Regado, actually. A fantastic drummer. The beats that he plays on this album are amazing. The fills are great as well. The whole of the drum work is absolutely amazing. The guitars are fantastic. There's some real Rick Ross soloing on this. And what I mean by that is some proper dive bombing on the tremolo. Definitely reminds me of Rick Ross. But the star of the show is the vocalist Jose Barralas. That's it. Just remembered his name in time. His completely over-the-top delivery, which in a way slightly reminds me of Bobby Ellsworth from Overkill with his slightly over-the-top delivery. The vocals are the absolute main kicker on this album for me. Absolutely fantastic. Out the performances from the band, but the songs are great. Amazing riffs, fantastic production, really, really great stuff. Just absolutely killer vocals. I mean, Episodes of Aggression, Prototype Death Machine, and Prison Planet, those 3 songs in a row, bang, 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 all bangers. Absolutely outstanding thrash metal tunes. Genetic Encryption that closes side A is also a banger. Exiled, I love the bass intro and that. The bass on this album sounds fantastic as well. Parasite Infection, great stuff. Sector 87. There were no bad songs on this album. It's an absolute beast from start to finish, and no one talks about this band. I actually posted this on my Instagram on Friday night, and Mark G with a C himself left a comment saying that seriously overlooked band, and he's right. No one talks about these guys, and it's such a shame because they're excellent. They haven't put out an album since 2012, but they're actually putting out a new album next year, and I'm very much looking forward to that. Very excited for a new Bonded by Blood album. Their debut, Feed the Beast, is also amazing. But Exiled to Earth, absolutely outstanding thrash metal. Check it out. Don't ignore them just because they named their band after the Exodus album. Another band from back in the day who are back together now. This is Omega Wave, which came out in 2010. Russ Anderson on the vocals, who's sadly no longer in the band. He's doing a fantastic job with this album, though. Great vocalist, a bit like Eric AK, one of the better thrash metal vocalists out there. Vocals on this are superb, and everyone's performances in the band is great. Some amazing riffs and some really, really good solos on this album. And the rhythm section, the drums and the bass hold things together nicely. It's just a really, really good album. Some amazing tunes on it. Forsaken at the Gates, that chorus is amazing. The kick drums behind the vocals sound great. Adapt or Die, great vocals from Russ Anderson again. Some superb riffs. Dragging My Casket. A bit more of a laid-back tune compared to some of the faster ones, but great stuff again. Amazing chorus, great solos. Hypnosis, great tune as well. Behind the Mask, amazing vocals again from Russ Anderson. Side D, you got Inhuman Race. Again, another song with a fantastic chorus and great vocals. And then the title track closes the record, Omega Wave. It's just excellent. This isn't quite as good as the first two albums that they put out back in 1988 and 1990, but it's not far off it at all. If you like those first two albums, I highly recommend you check this out. Omega Wave, just brilliant. Sounds great. Produced nicely, amazing guitar work, the drums are great, and of course Russ's vocals are fantastic. Don't sleep on Forbidden's Omega Wave, it's an excellent album. Brilliant stuff from those guys. Over to here in the UK for some homegrown thrash, and here's the latest album from Xentrix, 7 Words, which came out in 2022. We've got Jay in place of Chris Astley fronting the band these days, and for me he's a perfect fit for Xentrix. I really like Chris Astley's vocals, but I don't miss him being in the band when you've got someone like Jay replacing him, because he does a great job. Just a fantastic album. Modern production, but not overproduced. One of the very few thrash bands to still have their original drummer, and still doing a great job on the drums. Some amazing guitar work as well with it. That's riffs or solos. The bass work on this record is great as well. Bass is nice and clear in the mix. This record sounds fantastic and is packed with great tunes. Behind the Walls of Treachery is a good opener, but 7 Words and Spitcoin tracks 2 and 3 are great. Spitcoin, great chorus, great vocals. Everybody Loves You When You're Dead is another great tune with some amazing vocals on. Ghost Tape number 10 has got some absolutely amazing riffs on it. There's a nice instrumental section there with some amazing riffs on. Kill and Protect, track 9, great vocals again. Anything But the Truth, track 10. Some amazing songs on this album. For the most part, a really thrashy album. There's some more sort of mid-paced moments on it. Still great songs though. Guitar tone's amazing. Everything sounds great. Amazing bass work. I could have easily picked 2019's Bury the Pain, but Xentrix's latest album, 7 Words for 2022, is an amazing thrash metal album that should definitely be checked out if you've not heard it. Up next, here's Evile's Enter the Grave from 2007. This is the first band I discovered after the thrash revival back in the mid-2000s. These guys from here in England, I think from Huddersfield. This is an absolutely outstanding record that I listened to constantly when it first came out. I'm surprised the CD still works. I just spun it constantly. Picked up this vinyl copy on eBay a few years ago. I had to get it from Italy because it's not easy to come by. It's just fantastic. Ben Carter and Mike Alexander, the rhythm section, fantastic. Rest in peace, Mike. He died way too young. He was only in his early 30s. Great bass work from him. Drums from Ben Carter are great. And the guitar work from brothers Matt and Old Drake. Amazing. Great vocals from Matt Drake as well. It's a shame he's not in the band anymore because he's such a great vocalist. But Old's doing a good job these days. But the guitar work from those guys is fantastic on this, especially the solos from Old Drake. He's an absolutely amazing guitar player. Amazing solos on this record. Fantastic tunes. Great vocals. So many good songs. Enter the Grave, the opening track, the title track, really, really good. But track 2, Thrasher, is one of my favourite thrash songs of the last 20 years. Amazing riffs. So good solo as well. Great tune. Great lyrics. Everything about that song's perfect. First Blood is another great tune. Man Against Machine, Burned Alive, they're good tunes as well. Killer from Deep, some great riffs in that. Schizophrenia, again, some more excellent riffs. Bathe in Blood, great chorus. I love the chorus. Really great vocals from Matt as well. Closes with Armored Assault, which is one of the best album closures you will ever hear. Savage thrash metal, really fast riffing. Great drums. Great songs from front to back. Evile's Enter the Grave, for me, is an absolutely monstrous modern-day thrash metal masterpiece. And it should be in every Thrashers collection. Musically, it's very similar to old-school 80s Metallica. So if you like 80s Metallica, you should definitely check this out. Great vocals from Matt, like I've already said. Enter the Grave from Evile is an absolute beast. And without a doubt, one of the best thrash metal albums from the 21st century as far as I'm concerned. 2 more to go now, and all these albums are fantastic, but for me, these two, the last 2 I'm going to show, are definitely the best of the lot. Up next is my favourite album by this band, from 2008. It's an absolute monster, and it's a testament to Formation of Damnation. I like this just a little bit more than 1988's The New Order. An absolutely amazing record. This sees the return of Alex Skolnick to the band, which is always a good thing. Paul Bostoff on the drums, amazing drummer, and funny enough, does an absolutely amazing job on the drums. Greg Christian on the bass, of course, Eric Peterson and Chuck Billy, amazing. Eric Peterson, such an underrated guitar player. He's just superb. A great riff writer. Alex Skolnick's solos, of course, absolutely amazing. One of the best thrash metal guitarists out there. Like I said, Paul Bostoff's drums are great. Greg Christian's bass is good, and Chuck Billy's vocals are, as always, amazing. No bad songs on this record or two. It's an absolute banger from start to finish. Just such a great fucking album. More than meets the eye. Great chorus. Drums are fantastic from Paul. The Evil's Landed. That's about the September 11 attacks. Great tune. Formation of Damnation title track's amazing. The Persecuted, won't forget, some great riffs in that. Henchman Ride. Again, the riffs are amazing. Such really good guitar work. Afterlife is great. FEAR, Fear, great tune. Leave Me Forever, last track. Outstanding record. One of the best modern day thrash metal albums out there. If you're a thrasher and you've only listened to stuff from back in the day, you owe it to yourself to check this record out. You owe it to yourself to check all these records out, but definitely this one. The Formation of Damnation from Testament from 2008 is an absolutely savage thrash album. Everyone's putting in a top performance. Amazing riffs, amazing solos, vocals are great, drums are great, bass is great. Listen to it if you've not heard it. It's an absolute masterpiece. And the second masterpiece to show, and we're coming back here to the UK for some more homegrown thrash. And here's Onslaught's Generation Antichrist, a record that absolutely blew me away when I first heard it. I was really gutted when the original vocalist, Cy Keeler, well, not the original vocalist, but he was a vocalist for the long part of the band, Cy Keeler, left. He was replaced on this album by, I can't remember his bloody name, David Garnett on the vocals. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. You've got original guitarist Nige Rocket here, and who else have we got? Wayne Dorman on guitars, Jeff Williams on bass, James Perry on the drums. The lineup that Nige Rocket has put together for this album is absolutely perfect. Everyone's performances are great. The guitar tone on this record is monstrous. The drums sound fantastic. The production's amazing. But yeah, it's definitely, and I've forgotten his name again, David Garnett's vocals are absolutely killer. Not missing Cy Keeler at all. It's absolutely fantastic. Produced brilliantly, sounds great, and the songs are outstanding. Strike Fast, Strike Hard, track 2, outstanding. Bow Down to the Clowns, great. Generation Antichrist, I love the lyrics in that. Addicted to the Smell of Death, a great chorus, brilliant vocals again. Religious Suicide, another great track. A Perfect Day to Die. 9 songs, gets the job done, wastes absolutely no time whatsoever. It absolutely pulverises from start to finish. It is outstanding. Onslaught have put out a whole bunch of great albums since they reformed back in around about 2007. So I could have picked any, to be honest, but to be honest, this is probably the best of the lot. And it's up against some stiff competition. Stuff like Killing Season is great as well. But Generation Antichrist from 2020 is an absolute masterpiece, a thrash metal banger. And you definitely need to hear this. You need to hear all 10 of these albums, if I'm completely honest. But this is an absolute beast. Onslaught's Generation Antichrist 2020 is superb. If you're into your thrash and you've not heard this, you need to hear this. You need to hear all 10 of these. They're all excellent. Brilliant, brilliant album. An excellent album from Onslaught. Absolutely love it. An absolute beast from start to finish. So there we go, guys. That's this week's video done and dusted. Let me know what you think about the albums I've picked here. Feel free to drop your more modern-day thrash metal albums down in the comment section, just in case there's anything in there I'm not familiar with. As always, thank you very much for watching. It is always very much appreciated. And until next time, as per usual, cheers, take care, and I'll see you later.